Welcome to the channel. Here we will show you what are the 10 most important organs in a camel's body. The sheep of the desert, also known as the camel, is an amazing creature that has been domesticated for thousands of years. It is known for its ability to survive in harsh desert conditions where other animals would not be able to survive. Camels have many unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in these conditions, and these adaptations extend to their organs as well. In this video, we will explore 10 of the most important organs in a camel's body and how they help the camel to survive in the desert. We will also look at the unique adaptations of these organs and how they differ from other animals. So stay tuned. Number 10, the heart. The camel's heart is a vital organ that is responsible for pumping blood throughout its body. It is located in the chest cavity and is protected by the rib cage. Like the heart of any other mammal, the camel's heart is made up of 4 chambers, to atria and to ventricles. However, the camel's heart is larger than the hearts of most mammals of similar size. This is because the camel needs a strong heart to pump blood all the way from its lungs to its extremities, which can be far away in the large, heavy heart. The camel's heart also needs to be strong enough to pump blood against gravity when it is standing up on its hind legs. This is because the camel's blood vessels are not as elastic as those of other mammals, so the heart needs to work harder to keep the blood flowing. In addition, the camel's heart is adapted to conserve water. When the camel is dehydrated, its heart rate slows down, which reduces the amount of water that is lost through sweating. 9. The lungs. The camel's lungs are located in the chest cavity and are responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. Like the hearts of most mammals, the camel's lungs are adapted to conserve water. When a camel breathes in air, it traps moisture in its lungs, which is then expelled as a fine mist when the camel exhales. This helps the camel to stay hydrated and prevents it from losing too much water through its breath. In addition, the camel's lungs are also adapted to protect it from the hot desert sun. The camel's fur helps to insulate its body and prevent it from overheating. This means that the camel's lungs do not need to work as hard to cool the body down through sweating. As a result, the camel is able to conserve water and survive in the desert. Number 8, the kidneys. The camel's kidneys are located in the abdominal cavity and are responsible for filtering waste products out of the blood and producing urine. They are also important for regulating the body's fluid balance and for maintaining homeostasis. The kidneys are particularly important for the camel because they play a key role in helping the animal to conserve water. When the camel's dehydrated, its kidneys produce a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, which tells the body to reabsorb more water. This means that the camel does not lose too much water through its urine. In addition, the camel's kidneys are also able to concentrate urine more than the kidneys of most other mammals. This means that the camel can produce urine that is very yellow and contains a high concentration of waste products. This helps the camel to conserve water and to get rid of waste products at the same time. Number 7. The bladder. The camel's bladder is a sac-like organ that is located in the abdominal cavity. Its function is to store urine before it is excreted from the body. The bladder is particularly important for the camel because it allows the animal to control when it urinates. This is important in the desert where water is scarce. The camel can choose to urinate when it has access to water to drink or to hold its urine for a long period of time if there is no water available. The camel's bladder is also able to expand and contract, which allows it to store large amounts of urine. This is important because a camel does not want to waste water by urinating too frequently. Number 6, the digestive system. The camel's digestive system is a series of organs that are responsible for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. It consists of the mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestines, and rectum. The camel's digestive system is adapted to the desert environment in several ways. First, the camel is able to digest plant material that is not digestible to other animals. This is because the camel has a special enzyme in its saliva that breaks down cellulose. Cellulose is a tough carbohydrate that is found in plants, but it is usually not digested by other animals. Second, the camel's digestive system is also adapted to conserve water. The camel is able to absorb water from its food, and it also produces very little water during digestion. This helps the camel to stay hydrated in the desert. Finally, the camel's digestive system is also adapted to deal with the hot desert sun. The camel's fur helps to insulate its body and prevent it from overheating. This means that the camel's digestive system does not need to work as hard to cool the body down through sweating. As a result, the camel is able to conserve water and survive in the desert. No. 5. The hump. The hump is one of the most distinctive features of the camel, and it serves as a reservoir for fat. This fat can then be used as a source of energy when food is scarce. In addition, the hump also helps to insulate the camel's body, which is important for regulating body temperature in the desert environment. The hump is made up of layers of fat cells, which are surrounded by connective tissue and muscle. This structure allows the hump to expand and contract, which helps the camel to store and mobilize fat. The fat in the hump is a source of energy that is much more efficient than the glycogen that is stored in the liver and muscles. This is because fat contains more than twice the amount of energy per gram than glycogen. The hump is also important for regulating the camel's body temperature. The fat in the hump acts as an insulator, which helps to prevent heat loss from the body. This is important in the desert where the temperature can fluctuate widely. During the day, the temperature can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius, while at night, it can drop to below 0 degrees Celsius. Number 4, the nostrils. The nostrils are the openings to the camel's nasal passages, and they are located at the front of the head. They are important for both breathing and smelling. The camel's nostrils are unique in that they are able to close, which helps to protect the camel from the hot desert sun and from dust storms. When the camel closes its nostrils, it creates a seal that prevents air from entering the nasal passage. This means that the camel does not have to worry about overheating or inhaling dust. In addition, the camel's nostrils are also able to open wide, which allows the camel to take in a lot of air. This is important for the camel's survival in the desert because it allows the camel to stay cool and to get enough oxygen. Number 3, the eyelashes. The camel's eyelashes are important for protecting its eyes from the hot desert sun and from blowing sand. They are long and thick, which helps to shield the eye from both wind and sun. In addition, the camel's eyelids also play a role in protecting the eye. The camel can voluntarily lower its upper eyelid, which helps to block out bright light and to prevent sand from getting into the eye. This is important because the camel needs to be able to see clearly in order to navigate the desert and to avoid predators. The camel's eyes are also adapted to the desert environment in other ways. They are able to reflect light, which helps to reduce glare. This is important in the desert where the sun can be very bright. In addition, the camel's eyes are also able to see in the dark, which is important for navigating the desert at night. No. 2, the leg. The camel's legs are important for helping it to move through the desert. They are long and strong, which allows the camel to walk long distances without getting tired. The camel's legs are also important for helping it to balance its weight. The camel is able to spread its weight over a large area, which reduces the pressure on its feet. This is important because the camel needs to be able to walk on soft sand without sinking. The camel's legs are also important for helping it to stay upright when it is standing on its hind legs. The camel is able to shift its weight from one leg to the other, which keeps it stable. This is important because the camel needs to be able to stand up on its hind legs in order to reach high places and to see over the horizon. No. 1, the skin. The camel's skin is important for helping it to regulate its body temperature. It is able to trap air, which helps to insulate the camel from the heat of the day and the cold of the night. The camel's skin is also important for protecting it from the hot desert sun. The camel's fur is thick and woolly, which helps to block out the sun's rays. This means that the camel does not need to spend as much time looking for shade, which makes it less likely to be seen by predators. The camel's skin is also important for helping it to stay hydrated. The camel's fur helps to trap moisture, which helps to prevent the camel from losing too much water through sweat. This means that the camel can go longer periods of time without water and still survive. That's all for today. See you next time.